My name is Jillian Keiley. I'm the Artistic Director of English Theatre at Canada's National Arts Centre. I'm from the Goulds, Newfoundland, and I started at National Arts Centre in 2012. I'm involved in this show. I've started calling myself a champion of this show because the show is awesome and it needs to be seen on larger stages, and that's one of the opportunities that we have at the National Arts Centre. We don't do premieres, we don't produce premieres at the National Arts Centre. Our job in making Canadian theatre stronger is investing resources that we have into works that are happening across the country that are being done by creation companies. And those works then get that investment, and then out of the works that we invest in, we select a handful of those to bring into the centre, but they have to be top-notch. I mean, the competition, you can imagine, is incredible to be on the national stages. And Sarah, through the collaborations, was investing in this piece and working with Corey on how to make this piece for 3 years as well. I'd heard the show was going to be mounted again in Kamloops. Corey always invited me, whatever was happening with it, even though I wasn't able to come the first time or even the second time, I think. He always was persistent, and he always believed in the show, even when it, maybe it seemed to him like we didn't believe in it. We just couldn't get to it, And so we went up to Kamloops and made the trip, and I was amazed by the show. I was amazed by it. I was so surprised by how powerful it was. I was so surprised that it got me. It's a beautiful piece of art, but it's also an absolutely necessary piece of art right now. And just the kind of realization that a lot of Canada is having right now, I think it's absolutely critical for us and how we evolve as a country to see this work. Corey's, own personal heritage, combined with the fact that he's able to write really compelling work in a form that is very well embraced by the mainstream. They can appreciate the music, they can appreciate the form, but the story that's being channeled through this form is a story that's about the Indigenous people of this country. So it's a way for people to hear that story and not feel that the story is alien to them. But there's something to celebrate in that Corey is using a kind of language that a lot of Canadian audiences are familiar with and comfortable in. It's a language that's comfortable for people in America. It's a language that's comfortable for people in Australia. It's the language of musical theatre. I do think that there was a crime committed against people in this country, and I think our own government admitted there was a crime committed against people in this country. And the apology happened, and I credit Stephen Harper that the apology happened. But now, our country still doesn't see it. Now let's acknowledge that happened, and now let's try together to move forward. And that's one of the great generous, deeply generous things about this show, is that at the end of it all, Corey says, okay, we're all going to join hands, not just the Indigenous people in the house, all of us. And we're going to move through this because we're together now. Whatever way it is, 500 years later, we are together, so let's move forward together. And the first step of us moving forward together is everybody acknowledges that this happened, not just the Indigenous people. All of us acknowledge that happened in our country. It's a deep shame, and nobody wants to face it. But we have to face it.